Just under 700 k's north of Broome, on the northern edge of the Great Sandy and Tanami deserts, is Halls Creek, the last stop for farmers who used to drive cattle along the legendary Canning Stock route. Halls Creek is a town with plenty of culture and colour everywhere you look. The car bonnets and bins have popped up throughout Halls Creek over recent years, as well as being used to promote and identify nearby tourist attractions. They've also painted well-known locals who have made it big time in the AFL. They really do light up the town. The Outdoor Art and Culture Project showcases the work of local artists from the Yalyalu Art Centre, who, via a community collaboration, have really kicked the project into another gear. Barry, tell me about all the artwork in the community. Is it all painted and designed here?
Yes, it's all done here, and most of the stuff are done here. They get displayed out on the streets and then out of the old picnic spots out of town.
So when did you move into this centre?
2015. It's a good building because a lot of artists come in and showcase their stuff.
Now Barry, how important is it to have facilities like this in regional towns like Halls Creek?
Yeah, very important. Good to have local artists that are putting their hand up to come in and make the art centre get more big and bigger, you know?
Yeah.
At the moment, we're just starting from small and just build it up then.
And you've painted some of these, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done a few again.
Which ones?
The footy ones.
Yeah, I thought so, considering the outfit, although not sure I'm happy with the outfit, but anyway. Did you paint the Eagles one?
Yes.
Weren't happy about that?
Yeah, most of my family go for Eagles, so I'm the odd one out. Tourists who drive through, they know, oh, this is the art centre. They might just pop in and see, oh, might get a painting from there.
You obviously absolutely love what you're doing.
Yes, I do. I really love coming down here all the time, and because I've been painting for so long. And
as they say,
yeah.
if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Yes.
The car's all stocked up with essentials and we are ready to hit the road. Duncan Road, that is. Now, we're not going to be travelling the full 429 k's that Duncan Road covers. We'll be exploring the country between Halls Creek and about 50 k's outside of town. And there is a lot on the list to see. Stop number 1 is in memory of the helicopter pilots who have died in providing a service to the region's pastoral industry. This memorial was funded by pastoralists, pilots' families and local businesses, and is a lasting tribute to the mustering pilots who died doing what they loved. Stop 2 is just 6 kilometres from town and transects the country for many kilometres, rising out of the ground in places and then disappearing back into the ground again. This they call China Wall, and in some places this natural vein of vertical quartz rises up to 6 metres in height, and it can be seen all the way to Kununurra. Our third stop is Caroline Pool, which was an important water source during the gold rush days, and today is remembered fondly as a place where families would go for a swim on the weekend. Our drive along the Duncan Road is not done and dusted just yet. Stay with us and we'll be back on the road real soon. Before we make a stop at Old Halls Creek, we arrive at what was the last stop to rest before heading to the old township. We're on Sophie Down Station, and the ruins of this hut have historic significance. During the times of the Halls Creek Gold Rush back in the late 1880s, the nearest port for supplies from Halls Creek was Wyndham, with the horse tracks following the most important watering holes. And this hut here was their last chance to rest before travelling to their final destination. Our third last stop is the site of the first gold discovery in Western Australia, and it's where the state's gold rush began. Back in 1885, Charles Hall found a 28-ounce gold nugget here in Old Halls Creek, and it's where the Golden West originated. Now, I'm not sure of the carat of the find back then, but in today's money, that nugget, if it were 24 carat, would be worth somewhere close to $75,000. And in August 2018, as part of its 90th anniversary, a Royal Flying Doctors Memorial was erected here, recognising the accident of Stockman James Darcy in 1917, causing a chain of events that eventually led to the founding of the Flying Doctor Service in Australia. 40 k's out of town is the beautiful oasis of Palm Springs, one of the most popular spots in Halls Creek, and you can see why. This is the only all-year-round freshwater swimming spot in Halls Creek. Fed by a natural spring, this palm fringe pool has provided a refreshing stop for travellers driving the Duncan Highway. It's also named the Oasis in the Desert for a reason. At the end of our journey, we come to Sawpit Gorge. It's where the Elvira River forced its way through a rocky ridge, resulting in towering rock walls that shade the surrounding waterhole, which fills up after wet season. A change of tack back towards town, and we make our way down the Tanami Road for 150 k's to one of Australia's most remarkable outback landscapes. At 875 metres in diameter, Wolf Creek Crater was formed by a meteorite around 300,000 years ago and was brought to the attention of scientists during an aerial survey in 1947. It is the second largest to be found with fragments of meteor. There are various dreaming stories about how this crater was actually formed. One such story describing the round shape being formed by the passage of a rainbow snake coming out of the earth. This place is now prominent in artist work from throughout the region, and you can see why. It's pretty incredible. Wolf Creek Crater is the second largest in the world and is about 60 metres deep. The meteorite is thought to have been travelling at 15 kilometres a second when it hit, and it would have weighed 50,000 tonnes. To put it in perspective, at this speed, it would have taken 5 minutes to cross Australia. Now, you may have heard of, or perhaps even seen, the 2005 original fictional, cannot stress that enough, fictional horror film Wolf Creek, starring John Jarratt as Mick Taylor. Check it out, but in short, the film follows a young German couple who fall victim to deranged killer Taylor after staying a night at Halls Creek. I stomached about an hour of it, but if you love a horror film, you've got to see it. We've made our way back to base at Halls Creek, but before we dig it on the road, we stopped here at the Visitors Information Centre, and I recommend you do the same if you want to see the best of this part of East Kimberley. And if you love your camping out in the bush, they'll have all the information you need. Halls Creek, it's been awesome.